Okay, bye. Hello! How's everybody doing out there? Welcome to Buzzing with Cousin Talk. I'm your host, Cousin Johnny. We have a great show today, but before we start, I'd like to shout out to different organizations. I'd like to shout out to all the musicians in the Monterey Peninsula, all the artists, museums, art galleries, artists, art associations, theater groups, wineries, restaurants, and more for doing what they've done during the pandemic, doing demonstrations, libraries, doing events, museums, doing classes, schools, just everybody that's got together and making this a little easier for everybody. Okay, so we got a great show planned here, so let's get on the road. I'd like to introduce a special guest today, a musician, a songwriter, an artist, and more. She specializes in children's music. Please welcome MaryLee Sunseri. And let me get her on. There she is. Welcome to the show.
Hi, Johnny.
How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Great to see you.
And it's MaryLee Sunseri.
I'm doing good. Yeah.
Yeah. Last name is
Sunseri.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's Italian.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah.
I'm happy that you're on. And MaryLee, I've known you off and on for probably 30 plus years. And where did you grow up and how did you end up in Monterey?
Oh my goodness, long story. I grew up in Marblehead, Massachusetts. And my parents moved us out as a family when I was a teenager to Los Angeles. And from Los Angeles, I went on the road for many years with a really well-known artist, Randy Sparks, and his band, the Back Porch Majority. And when 9 years had passed, I thought it'd be really nice to live by the ocean again. So here I am in Monterey. I came out of Los Angeles in '83. I moved up.
Okay, so you've been here quite a long time, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember, years ago when you played with the Mike Marotta band, the popular Mike Marotta band. How long did you play with Mike?
I was with Mike's band 15 years, from '83 to '98. A long time.
Wow, that's great. I remember going to a lot of wedding receptions when you guys played.
Yeah, we were practically invisible to the public, but we played all the time, sometimes 4 or 5 times a week at a wedding or a big corporate event. Yeah, we had real regular, steady work. It was great.
And Mike still does it now today. I mean, he's still doing those events, still doing them. Yeah.
Yeah, he's still playing.
We used to dance and everything. I remember when you guys did that song, by the Pointer Sisters, "Jump." That was a good one. Yeah, that was. Yeah. Okay, good. Now, how did you transition into the children's, music? Is always something that you were interested in, or?
Well, in my family, I'm a big sister, so I had siblings that were way younger than I was. So singing to them was just part of my growing up. And my first job out of high school was singing at a nursery school. They had me be the lullaby lady at a nursery school. So as time went on, I got some education in child psychology and the way it all works. And I combined that with my musical interest, and poof, started. So I started the children's music really around the same time I moved up here. It was actually 85, and was doing that consecutively
Okay,
all the time that I was working with the band. Yeah.
wow, that's great. I've been on your website and I've been listening to some of the songs, and they're really, I don't care if you're my age or 2 years old, you still enjoy it, because there was one song that I really enjoyed, being a Sicilian. It was called the Calamari Tarantella.
Oh yeah.
Is that the right, or the squid Tarantella? It was a good one.
Tarantella.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, that was
I
pretty.
love it. And
Yeah.
you have what about the 16 CDs or albums that you've done? Is that
Yeah.
right? That's
Yeah.
really great, and they're for all like different ages, from like 1 to 4, and what, 6 to 11, or something like that, or
Yeah. I
all. So
set
you got a lot of
up,
variety.
yeah, the lot of variety, a lot of freedom in this work. And yeah, I set up the albums in sort of age developmental phases. So I've got baby things, and then I've got toddler things, and nursery school, preschool things. And actually that's kind of my top end. I let other people take it from there.
Yeah. Now, have you toured with uh, have you toured around the United States playing children's music?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I've been very fortunate. I've gone as far afield as Ireland. I've performed at the libraries in Cork County, Ireland, and
Oh my,
performed in
that's great. That's fantastic.
Washington.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It's been really
And
fun. The libraries are amazing venues. They're a wonderful place to perform.
yeah, I noticed that you have performed with some like celebrities, or have you
Yeah.
with Burl Ives and other uh,
Yes. Yeah.
famous celebrities? Yeah.
He
Or
was
did you
he
like?
was one of the great, and
Yeah,
he was very inspiring, and he inspired me a lot to do what I do. He'd had a big chunk of his career was singing and performing for children's audiences, as well as his wonderful career as an actor and all the marvelous things he did. So it was great fun to tour with him and learn from him.
yeah. But what a rewarding, how rewarding it is for you to, when you play for the children, that that's the future of our, that's our future. And
Yeah.
they got the wide open eyes, and I mean, that's when they're young like that. They absorb everything, and just a few of the words and songs that I mean, they just go into their head, and you must. That makes a difference. That makes
It
a
really
difference.
does.
So
Yeah,
that's great.
developmentally, it's so fascinating the way human minds work.
It's
But
yeah,
as babies, you've got these wonderful little nerve endings and dendrites that are ready to accept music and bring it on in. And the earlier you can bring in music to a baby, to a young child, the more developed that
yeah,
musical sense will be.
yeah. And that's what I was just like going over my head when I knew that you were going to come on to the show. And then congratulations on you've won some library awards and some national awards. So
Yes,
congratulations on that. I mean, that
thank you.
fantastic. Yeah.
Yeah,
Now
yeah,
you
that's
that is real great. I mean, so you play at different venues. I mean, like I noticed, like out of town, like San Jose, Santa Clara, places like that, usually every now and then. And then you have there's an organization at the Pacific Grove Library here locally that, what do they have, a parents, it's a class for parents. Is that what they do
Well,
once a week?
at the libraries, I perform for the public with their children. So that it's always a children's
Okay.
concert. But in Pacific Grove, there's this wonderful
Yeah.
school. It's part of the Pacific Grove Adult School, and it's a little section of it called Parents Place. And they do wonderful work with parents and newborns. And it's a chance for parents to get together and talk about all their experiences as they're coming along, just starting being parents. So it's a great organization. I've been with them for
Oh,
about
yeah,
20 years.
yeah. And they're at the Pacific Grove Library. Is that where they meet?
No, they're at the adult school, at the PG adult school.
Okay, great. Yeah.
House down there. Yeah, that's where. And because it's actually a class for adults, they bring their little babies and little ones.
Man, that's really great. And you've been doing that for almost 20 years?
Yeah.
Wow, that's beautiful. And
yeah, it's joyful work. It feels really good to do.
It feels good. I mean, I feel good just going onto your website and looking around and listening to some songs, and I know how you are, and it just really is really great. Also, among other things, you're also an artist. You're a painter. Are you? You're a watercolorist.
Yeah.
Wow.
Actually, I'm not doing watercolor. I do pastels.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Those are those little dry.
Wow, that's nice.
Yeah. And like Mary Cassatt, she did a lot of pastel work, famous art.
And there's on your website too. There's quite a few of your artwork, which is really nice. And
well, you know how
I don't know where you
John.
find.
Yeah, we have we're getting up in years, and you try something new each decade.
Yeah, that's about. Yeah, you're right about that. I'm gonna, that's great. Yeah. So, are you home and you got your guitar and everything? Would you mind playing a song or a couple songs for us? Can you do it?
Yeah, and I found a song with some buzzing in it because I thought since I'm buzzing with cousin, I should do a buzzy song.
Oh man, I love it. I love it. You're on.
Buzzy buzz, buzzy buzz, buzzy buzz, buzzy buzz, buzzy buzz, buzzy buzz. You're my jitterbug. If you want to be a bug, give yourself a little hug. You can wiggle, you can giggle. You're my jitterbug. If you want to be a fly, diving, zooming way up high, spread your wings, do that thing. You're my jitterbug. Would you consider buzzing by on a Sunday afternoon? Would you consider floating by underneath the harvest moon? If you want to be a bee, bring some honey here to me. Tea for tea, rather two for tea, you and me. You're my jitterbug. Dance and dance, dance and dance, dance and dance, dance and dance. Ooh ah, ooh ah. You're my jitterbug. Would you consider buzzing by on a Sunday afternoon? Would you consider floating by underneath the harvest moon? If you want to be a bug, give yourself a little hug. You can wiggle, you can giggle. You're my jitterbug. You can wiggle, you can giggle. You're my jitterbug. You're my jitterbug. You're my jitterbug.
That is really fantastic. Thank you for doing that, and that might be a song for my my theme song
There you go.
coming
Yeah,
on.
we can fix up
All
some
right.
lyrics
That
with
is,
with cousin in there.
yeah, that would be, that, and that's great. I love it. It's got that, beat, and that's great. Maybe we could play another song. Would you be able to do one more?
I would love to. I would love to. I've got one
Okay.
that's kind of Irishy because we are almost St. Patrick's Day.
Well, yeah, we're almost St. Patrick's Day. Yeah.
We're getting close. Here we go. There's an Irish rainbow above the green mountain, and a little white house by the sea, and shamrocks are growing where the rivers are flowing, and potatoes are under the ground, potatoes are under the ground. There's an Irish rainbow above the green mountain, and leprechauns tall as your knee. Remember the mound where the pot of gold's found, and potatoes are under the ground, potatoes are under the ground. There's an Irish rainbow above the green mountain, and a sweet Irish harp calling me. The bagpipes and fiddle play diddle-um diddle, and potatoes are underground, potatoes are under the ground.
That's nice. Well, I could sit
Thank
here and listen to that all day and, open up some
Thank
wine
you.
and just relax. That's great. So you're
Yeah.
now on your website, it's MaryLeeMusic.com. Is that what it
Yes.
is? The website.
Yes.
And
Yes. And
you
there's
have a
portal.
you have a schedule of
Yeah. I have a calendar, and most
a
of the things
schedule.
I'm doing are live stream these days, but they're open to the public, they're free to the public, and we have a lot of fun. I get my fun with the kids. I miss my hugs, but we're still good live stream.
Oh yeah, yeah. So I just want to tell all the listeners out there that if you're a new parents, and to take that class at the Pacific Grove Adult uh, Center over there, and I think that'd be great for new parents, and they get to hear you play, and to go on your website at MaryLeeMusic.com and check Mary Lee's calendar. And if you're grandparents, bring your grandkids. If you're parents, bring your kids, and you're going to get a nice treat at listening to Mary Lee music. And so you play sometimes at the Pacific Grove Library and Monterey Library. I mean, without when this pandemic.
I'll be there tomorrow.
Okay,
actually,
so
Wednesday. Every second Wednesday of the month at 11, I perform at the library. These days, live stream, but it's still sponsored by the library.
And that's at the Pacific Grove Library live streams.
Yes.
Streams.
Yes.
They're really doing a lot of nice things over there.
They're
but
wonderful.
Yeah, that was great. I mean, Mary Lee, is there anything that you want to add? I know you got to get going. So is there anything you want to add to what we've talked about today? Or
I just want to sing another little song.
That is fantastic. Do it.
Hey, hey, pretty baby. Hey, hey, pretty baby, baby. Ho, ho, pretty baby. Ha, ha, pretty baby. Hey, hey, pretty baby. Hey, hey, pretty baby, baby. Ho, ho, pretty baby. Ha, ha, pretty baby. Who's my pretty baby? Who's gonna be my pretty little baby? Who's gonna be my pretty little baby? Who's gonna be my pretty little baby? Hey, hey, pretty baby. Hey, hey, pretty baby, baby. Ho, ho, pretty baby. Ha, ha, pretty baby. One more. Hey, hey, pretty baby. Hey, hey, Pretty babe. Woo-hoo.
Nice. That's what you call feel good music.
Yeah.
Feel good music. That's great. MaryLee, I really appreciate you coming and spending time with cousin here, buzzing with cousin. Really happy that you came. I want you to, if you ever have something that you want to post, like you have an event or, feel free to just, you don't have to ask or anything. Just go to Buzzing with Cousin page and just post it. So we could, in case people want to go or live stream it so MaryLee, once again, I appreciate what you do in the community, and I appreciate you coming on today and spending time with us, and keep in touch with us. Thank you.
That's great. Thank you, Johnny. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you. It was great. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Bye. Okay. MaryLee Sunseri. I probably pronounced it wrong again. I think I got it. But anyway, what a treat. What a treat that was. Someone giving to the community and our young future of a generation. And that was really great. And like I was saying, all you grandfathers and grandmothers and parents out there, go on our website, buy a CD. Like buy a CD for your grandkids or your kids, and go to see one of our shows. Probably only a half hour, 45-minute show. And now with the pandemic, you could probably live stream it before everything's going to start slowly opening up again. But anyway, I want to thank everybody for tuning in and buzzing with cousin. If you know someone that wanted to, that's working or wanted to see this show, it's going to be on. It'll still be on Buzzing with Cousin for, I don't know. It'll still be in the feed. Also, on YouTube, I have a channel, Buzzing with Cousin channel. Just go to Buzzing with Cousin on YouTube and the channel will appear. And there's all the old, I don't say the old, but all the past shows that we've done. And you could watch this one over and over again and watch any of the other ones. So go on that channel or tell your friends and do me a favor and subscribe to the channel. You could subscribe and that way you'll know when anything else is happening. And so anyway, one more time, thanks to you for buzzing with cousin, and you can tune in next Tuesday at a little different time, 1:30, a little later, 1:30. Next Tuesday, we've got a lady, Nicole Macaulay Rappa, and she's going to be on next Tuesday at 1:30, and she's got a little different twist on daycare and babysitting. She has a little different twist, and we're going to talk about it. So hopefully we'll see you next week, and I want everybody to have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon, and don't forget to tip your server. Bye.